Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Big Happy Fun Time with Cambridge logo. Anyway, let me give you a little bit of backstory and history before I start going into anything. So I'm Cambridge, and if you watched my intro video, which I actually just got done recording, and that was tough. Like being in front of the camera, I forgot how tough it is, and I'm my own worst critic. But anyway, my history. So back in October, one of my good friends decided that he was going to start doing video games, a channel on video games, ScooterMcWiggins. I'll link him. And I decided I was going to start following him. And he did a video on Wall Street Kid. And basically, he was talking about he didn't understand how any kid would ever want to play this game. And I piped up and I was like, hey, I love that game as a kid. And I'm going to play it and show you that it can be beaten. And I live streamed it. Did not record it, sadly. But he enjoyed it and told me that I was doing a really good job, so it got in my head. So maybe I should keep doing this. So I decided, all right, fine. What's another game from my childhood that I loved? That was Princess Tomato in the South Kingdom. So I decided to do another live stream of that, did some research, and learned how to capture and save the actual footage. And I was like, oh, you know what? I could just load this up to YouTube, see what that does. So I did that. And that was back in October. Had some computer issues. Got the whole series completely recorded. Had some computer issues. And couldn't really do anything with it. So I told myself my New Year's resolution was, I'm going to do this. I'm going to start uploading things that I enjoy playing, throw them up there. Then my roommate was like, hey, we should do some live action stuff. So I was like, that's great. Let's start doing that too. And we're going to throw that up there. So this is that. It's almost March now. And I'm finally getting around to it, but that's okay. You know, late start, but I did start. So what's this and what's this show? Well, basically this show is going to be a weekly update, if I can do it weekly, depending on my job. I'm not like other YouTubers. I still actually have to try to make a living, and I'm very jealous, but whatever. So it just depends on work and everything, but try to do a weekly show telling you what's going on, what's coming up, and that sort of thing. So, as an example, Princess Tomato, which I was just talking about, wrapped on Friday. This will be going live Saturday. I didn't think it was ever going to get done. I'm amazed that it's done, and I'm so happy. But I've also already lined up my second series, which will be airing on Monday, and that is Evoland. Sorry, I drew a blank there for a second. So yes, Evoland will be going live on Monday and starting its run, and I hope you enjoy it. I had real fun making it, and that's all that really matters to me. As long as I'm having fun, that's all that matters. So, what's next? Well, it was Might and Magic 3. Not 1 or 2. I tried to play 1 or 2. I couldn't do it. So 3. 3 was the first one that I could actually play and grasp. And I know people will be like, oh, yeah, whatever. 1 and 2 are tough. A lot of information you have to memorize. You might as well just have a whole book of stuff that you want to write down. And I was just like, no, don't want to do that. So 3 was the first one that I was actually able to play, which a lot of information was still on the screen. Still had to write stuff down, but it worked out. Started playing, was live streaming it. Still live streaming it. But some of my footage was corrupt. I lost most of the beginning, and it was heartbreaking. Because if any of you have played Might and Magic 3, you'll know that it's tough. It's hard. I mean, at the beginning. I'm to the point now that it's kind of a joke, and that's why I'm just going to continue playing it and beating it. And I may go back and do a recording and do a proper Let's Play of it, because I think it deserves it. And the reason I went to it to begin with was Might and Magic 10 just came out, and I was really looking forward to playing that. And I was like, you know what? Let's go back to my roots. Let's go back and try the earlier ones. So, fingers crossed that I will go back. I'll do a Let's Play, and we'll go from there. We'll see. So what else does this show do? Well, that was the first part. I gave you a little bit of what's going on with me and what's coming in the future. Second part is I normally am going to start talking about stuff during the week. I watch a lot of YouTube channels just to pass the time. I enjoy YouTube and what it does as far as people being able to create content and throw it out there for the masses. It's like television, but on crack. Anyway, so what I want to talk about this week and some of the things I found interesting. First off was SplatterCatGamig. It was kind of an interesting thing, but he pulled down his Banished Let's Play. And this is actually going to get onto a topic that I want to talk about for a couple of things. But he pulled down his Banished Let's Play because he was getting negative reviews, and he just didn't feel like it was up to par for what he should be putting out, is what he was saying. But then he resurrected it from the dead, and I'm excited about that one because I actually really enjoyed the series, and I want to play Banished, and I've been enjoying all the other channels I've watched with Banished. But his was the first channel I actually started watching and got into the game, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. And it really kind of saddened me that because of what people were saying, somebody was going to take down content. Next thing I'm going to move on to that I've been watching this week, and kind of funny enough because it wasn't a live stream, Yogscast and Duncan I've been watching the Civ series, all the Civ series. I've been watching them all. And they just wrapped up their last one, which was actually on the Christmas live stream, but I didn't get to watch it on the Christmas live stream, so I had to watch it in series episode. But it's okay, because the ending was amazing, and Duncan won! Oh, I was so excited. I enjoy Lewis, but all their false endings that they've had where they're just like, oh yeah, he won, let's call it quits, was driving me crazy. But we officially had a winner, and it was Duncan. And I think in the end of the video, they made jokes that Lewis backed off a bit, and that's why he didn't win. I want to go back and rewatch it and find out. But if that's the case, really? Really? But Duncan won. Anyway, hope you, the little banner that I put there, I hope you like that. So anyway, my last little bit of YouTube video news will be for Jesse Cox. Also this week, got into the whole talking and everything about fans and everything. As of Thursday, he made a tweet about it. I do believe it was Thursday morning. It's sad to see that there's so many people are actually kind of affected by this, and I hope it's a trend that kind of goes away, and I hope they kind of rise above this and realize that they make good content, no matter what anyone says. They're out there making content. Anyway, so Jesse Cox, call it quits on Final Fantasy 13-3 Lightning Returns. I actually haven't watched any of those videos. I didn't want spoilers for the game. I don't want to say I'm a big fan because 13 and 13-2 weren't the best games. But 13-3, you know what? I've already invested. I might as well try it. And after I think Jesse's third video, he called it quits. And I haven't watched it. I've been so torn, and I actually want to get a hold of the game so I can play it and watch it. But in the loss of one thing, we have gained another. And that is this Tokyo, was it Tokyo Story? I wish I had wrote down the name so I could tell you. The game that he's playing now is basically animals living in a post-apocalyptic, that's a big word, post-apocalyptic era in Japan. And they're just surviving. And so you start off as a dog, and then you move up to a deer. And that's pretty much as far as I've gotten so far. But it's interesting. And I have to say, the opening song makes it worthwhile. So I'm also going to link that down the bottom with the other videos, so you can check that out, and I think you'll enjoy it. Anyway, so that's about it that I have for my YouTube news. Hopefully that little area will get a little bit better. I'm actually recording this on Thursday, and I haven't actually gotten to watch everything all week, because all week I've been watching multiple streams, multiple things, trying to land a WildStar beta key, and to no avail, I was not actually getting one. But that's okay. You know, other people got them, and that's rocks. But I did manage to land one of the 1 in 40,000 that they gave out the other day for a weekend pass. So this weekend, I will completely be out of touch with the real world, sitting in front of my computer and playing as much of the WildStar beta as I can, just to kind of get a feel for it. I'm hoping that it's as enjoyable as it looks and not overhyped. We will see. I will probably add some information about it. Well, not information, but you know what? I mean, I can say if I like it or not, hopefully. You know, NDAs and all that stuff. But anyway, I'm in! Yay! So, I'm going to wrap up this week with the segment that I'm going to try to end every show in. And it's called Opinions Like Assholes. Everybody has one. And my opinion this week is that Last of Us and Last of Us DLC is extremely overrated and overhyped. Thank you very much for watching, and have a wonderful week.